Hey, what's up YouTube? Double Lot Josh coming at you guys today with my 51st vacuum sealing video, and we're just going to keep going with the American Eagle 9mm 115 grain FMJ that I keep showing you guys. And you'll notice that there's a hole missing where the barcode was. And of course I cut it out. I'm going to be sending that in for the rebate, and if you're interested in the rebate, I have some other videos posted about it. But getting back to the vacuum sealing video, so the first thing we want to do is take some measurements to know how much bag we need to cut out of the roll up top here. So when we look at one side of the box, you'll see that it measures about 2.7 inches, and then this other side measures about 1.4 inches. If you want to know the exact measurements, I think I did them in vacuum seal video number 34. But anyway, so you have those two measurements, and then here's the box from the previous video, and what you'll notice is you'll need about 1 inch of seal on the bottom here and about 4 inches of seal across the top here. And so when you add up all four of those numbers, it comes out to 9.1 or 9 and 1/16 inches to be more exact. But I like to round down to just 9 inches. So let's go ahead and cut that out of our bag up top here. We're going to need about 9 inches. Let's do... yeah, that looks about like 9 inches. And I keep getting that diagonal cut whenever I cut this out of the bag. So I think if I just shoved it, I'm going to try just shoving it off to one side and see if that kind of levels things out. And then I'm also going to kind of cut it slowly, applying pressure, you know, across the bar here as I slide the little knob across. And let's see if that really makes that much of a difference. It's still slightly diagonal, but it's getting a little bit better. Anyway, so right now we have a sleeve. We need to seal off one end to create a bag, of course. And when you look at the sleeve, you'll notice that it curls down. That's the way you always want to insert it inside the machine. So our machine is left on from the previous video, and we're going to go ahead and press seal first. You'll see the red light. The red light of death, as I've previously called it. Alright, let's go ahead and insert one end of the bag inside the machine, seal it off, or sleeve, if you want to be technical. And of course I'm giving the machine lots of slack with the bag, so it can work its magic. Okay, and there you have it. Here's the first seal. And feels nice and warm to the touch, always a good thing. And let's go ahead and take a look at our time. So right now it's 5:42:40, and so we need to wait at least 20 seconds for the machine to cool down. So what I like to do is go ahead and get a sticky note ready with today's date on it. So today is the 19th of December 2017, of course. So let me just go ahead and write down, 12, 19, 17. And I'm going to put it on the box somewhere that's not covering up important information, such as the back side here. Just like that. Make sure it's nice and flush. Okay, so let's go ahead and drop it inside of our bag. And paying attention to this hole, I'm going to put the hole on the flimsy side of the bag. So you'll notice this side is a little bit more rough. And seems kind of tougher. This one's more flimsy, like it's a little bit more pliable or flexible, because what I want to do is kind of like, go inside this hole a little bit. And then I'm also going to put this hole oriented towards the opening of the bag where all the air is going to get sucked out, this way. And, just try and get out as much of the air as possible. Of course, 100% of the air won't be removed, but that's not the goal. The goal is just get out as much air as possible. Okay, so we're about ready to feed it inside of our machine, and again, curled side down, going into the machine. Let's go ahead and flip around the bag. Okay, and let's go ahead and check our time again. So it's 5:44:12, so at least 20 seconds have passed. And some of this is just kind of like trial and error. I'm not like an expert or anything. I do review these tapes to see if I can improve this process. And of course, feel free to say whatever you want in the comments below. I would, you know, I'm just as big on the Second Amendment as I am on the First Amendment, of course. But anyway, getting back to vacuum sealing. So when I feed it inside the machine, I'm going to pull the bag nice and taut, as close to the box as possible, right down here. And then I'm also, as soon as it starts sucking the air out, I'm going to give the box a little shove forward to give the machine as much slack as possible to work its magic. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm also just wiggling the bag inside just to make sure it's feeding in nice and smoothly. All right. Okay, and it just released it. There's the top seal. Looks pretty good. And there's our hole. As you can see, it's nice and indented. Alright guys, as always, thanks for watching, subscribing, and have a great night.